topic.
Am I recording? I am recording. Okay. This is Mrs. Golding, and I am looking at Friday paper number 24. Oops, I got a phone call. Please hold. Oh, shoot. Can you take this phone call for me? Okay. Okay, so on number 4 of Friday paper 24, let me see if I can get a pencil here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're finding the quotient. So we're dividing the dividend, which is 10 6/10, divided by 8. And so when the divisor is a whole number, we don't have to move any decimals. So we're just going to pop it straight up. And we're going to say 8 goes into 10 one time. 1 times 8 is 8 with 2 left over. And we're going to bring down the 6. So 8 goes into 26 3 times. And then we have 2 left over. And then we get to the point where we you can't have 1 3/10 and then 2 eighths. You can't do that. So we're going to have to annex a 0 and bring it down. Because that 0, there's an infinite number of zeros there that we could just continue to utilize. So 8 goes into 20. 3, nope, 2, yep, 16. These are all subtraction signs. With 4, annex another 0, bring that down. I put this problem on here because I wanted to make sure you remembered how to annex your zeros. So my answer is 1 325 thousandths. No. Yeah, thousandths. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is number 6. Sorry, right here. So number 6 on our Friday paper. There's something kind of unique about this problem that I wanted to make sure you knew. So I've got a -8 here, -8, and then -8. And that -8 is kind of like another -8. So in other words, when I do problems like this on a piece of paper, I hold my finger over this right here, and I pretend it doesn't exist. Because this right here is what I'm going to want to distribute. And so I'm going to go ahead and distribute, remember, just like this. And I'm going to kind of forget this guy's there for right now. So then I'm going to say -8 times -6. That's going to be a positive 48. And then -8 times a positive 4x. Well, -8 times a positive 4 is -32. And then I have the x. So now I have 232 is equal to, what was there? Now I have to kind of face the facts. Okay, that still exists. So I'm just going to bring it down. So in my mind, I just pretend he doesn't exist for a while and then I deal with him. That's kind of how I deal with a lot of my problems in life. I highly suggest it. Well, I don't actually know if it's very healthy, but maybe you shouldn't take mental health advice from Mrs. Golding. You know, I'm only so in that area. So -8 plus 48. That would be the same as 48 minus 8, right? So that's 40 minus 32x. So notice I combined these like terms here. So now I'm looking, I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? What if I now subtract 40 from both sides? Because those are both constants. I can deal with them. Can't do with anything with that -32x. He has no like terms. So 2 minus 0 is 2. 1, 3, 4, 9, 1 is equal to, don't forget this -32x, right? 40 and -40 are additive inverses, so they become 0. But I still have this negative sign here, so bring it down. Now I'm going to divide both sides by -32. -32. I'm like, I'm wondering if it goes in evenly, because Mrs. Golding usually gives me problems where it comes in evenly. So I'm like, So then I'm trying to think about it. So I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know my 32s. Like, that's not a fact that we remember, right? So then I'm like, okay, let's make a guesstimate. So that's like around 30, and that's like around 200. How many times does 30 go into 200? 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. 6 times 3 could be close. Did you hear my son? Okay. Now, let's try it. So 32 times 6. Negative 32 times 6. 12. 192. Perfect. And it's a negative. So I have, so is my answer going to be negative or positive 6? So I have a positive divided by a negative, so it's going to be a negative 6. So x equals negative 6. Okay. Number 6. Now, I'm going to do number 10. My son, are you trying to get into a tournament right now? It's tournament starting time. Shh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll talk fast. He's trying to get into what's that game called? Oh, here. We'll get you on film. No. What is that called? Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers. What is that? That's something. Wait a minute. I remember. Wait. Rocket League. Is that what it's called? What is this called, this game? I don't know. There's cars driving around, and he earns funny little hats that he gets to put on his car. I like it. And right now, is your car pink? No. That's a nice skin. I like it. Okay. All right. So number 8. No. That's not at all what I was doing. Not number 8. I think I said number 10. Okay, Mrs. Golding, just calm yourself. All right, number 10. Yeah. Oh, Josh. Who's Josh? I don't know. I know. Okay, so I've got a monomial divided by another monomial. That's fun to say. Okay, so we've got 3 divided by 6. And then I've got a to the second. This is really a to the first, isn't it? What's 3 over 6? That's the same as 1/2, right? So then when I'm dividing with monomials, it's like I have 2 a's on the numerator and 1 in the denominator. One of these over the other becomes 1. So I'm just left with a in the numerator. So that is the same as taking 2 minus 1. And I get 1, so there's only 1a. And then 4 minus 2. That's c to the second. Now, when we write this, we don't generally have a coefficient of 1, right? That's just not generally how we do things. So the more correct way to write this is ac squared over 2. Okay? My mom is yelling. Can you ask Julia to go stir the dinner? Okay, so number 12. All right. Okay, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem here. And Pythagoras, he learned that when I have any right triangle, the 2 legs, this is a leg, and this is a leg. This side is a leg, this is a leg. And legs are the sides that meet to make a right angle. And the longer side's called the hippopotamus. No, it's not. The hypotenuse. And he calls that C. So he came up with this. Every time you have a right triangle like that and you want to find a missing side, he figured out a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so we can just substitute in values and then solve. So, and these are interchangeable. I could call 8 the A. I could call 6 the A. It doesn't matter as long as they're the legs. So 8 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. And so we have 64 plus 36 equals C squared. So some number squared. 64 plus 36. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grandma's yelling. Somebody's going to have to check on her. So some number times itself equals 100. And so the way we undo that is to find the square root. So C is equal to some number times itself that equals 100, and that is 10. So C equals 10. Okay, so that's the 4 I wanted to do for you. I hope you find it helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Remember, you're important and the world needs you.